Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Campbell, and I am so honored to be here with you at Yogapalooza today for a feel good flow. So, this is an all levels practice to release some stress, move into some breath work. You don't really need any props, but if you have them, keep them close by. They're always good to have. All you need is your yoga mat, maybe some soft music if you'd like. But before we get started, I definitely would like to dedicate this practice to all of the children at CHEO who really show us what the true meaning of being a warrior is. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Take a moment to get comfortable on your mat. Rest your hands lightly onto your knees or thighs. Roll your shoulders up toward your ears and then set them back and down. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Softly release. Do that again. Nice deep breath. And exhale. Start to lean over to the left. Draw the heart forward. Over to the right and back up again. Just making these nice circles with the upper body while keeping your hips nicely grounded into your mat. Closing down the eyes and just feeling the flow of breath and movement. Reversing other direction. Taking it slow, working it out any tightness in through the hips. And release. Sweep the arms up toward the sky. Bring your palms together. Set the right hand down to the earth. Reach the left arm overhead. Side stretch. Both hands up. This time left hand down. Right arm reaches overhead. Nice stretch there. Let's do that one more each side. Right hand. Stretch. And left hand down. Stretch overhead. Inhale, arms reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands come to heart. Let's make our way onto all fours, stacking our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips into tabletop. Getting ready for cat and cow. Inhale, lower the belly and look forward. Exhale, curl pelvis into chin and chest. Inhale, extension of the spine. Exhale, flexion, rounding. Repeat. Inhale and exhale. Extend the left leg straight back, pressing the heel back, big toes pointing down. And then option to lift the right arm up. Option to curl in, tap knee to elbow, lengthening, and then rounding in. Extending and curling in. Lengthening back out. Set the right hand down, but keep the left leg and take it out to the side. Land the whole foot. Toes are pointing forward. Tuck the right toe under and then start to shift your hips forward and back. Maybe getting some stretching in through the inner thigh or the low back. Reaching forward. Let's release it. Set that knee back beside the other. A few cat and cows to reset. And now we'll extend the right leg straight back. Press the heel. Squeeze your glute. Option to lift the left arm up. Stay strong through the core here. Look straight down at your mat. And then curl in and tap. Lengthen back out. Exhale, round, tap. Inhale, extend. One more, curl in. Lengthen out. Hold. Left hand lands. Right leg comes out to the side, land the foot, toes forward, tuck the left toes under, and shift forward and back. Forward and back slowly. With ease and self-compassion, reaching, stretching. Set that foot back down, release with a little cat and cow here. Walk your hands forward one little step, tuck your toes under, rise through the hips, downward facing dog. Feet are hip width apart here. Start to bend one knee, bend the other, and always making sure your fingers are spread nice and wide as you relax the head down towards your mat. Now start to sink the heels, press the hips up a little higher, and you can also keep a gentle bend to the knees if that feels better for you. Walk the hands towards your feet, bend your knees. Uttanasana, forward fold, release. You can nod yes or no, maybe grab the arms, a gentle sway from side to side perhaps. Just feel that nice release through the low back and the hamstrings. Let gravity just pull you down toward the earth. Release, slowly roll up to stand, keeping everything heavy. Reach the arms up toward the sky, bring your palms together, and then tip over to the left side stretch, over to the other side, little stretch here. Exhale, hinge forward, fold over, gentle knees. Release the head, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Fingers down, step forward into your downward facing dog. Look between the hands, step to the top of your mat, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up toward the sky. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hinge forward, fold again. Halfway lift, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Rise, swan dive the arms all the way up, hinge all the way back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, hinge, release down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise, reach up toward the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands come to heart in Anjali Mudra. Taking a nice deep breath. Stepping the left foot back, high lunge. So the back heel is lifted here. Reach both arms up toward the sky. Hips are nice and square toward the front of your mat. Shoulders are relaxed. Start to bend the back knee, bend the elbows, sweep the arms back up. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep up. Nice little flow. Exhale down. Inhale, rise. Again. And reach. Moving into warrior two, ground your back heel. Right arm forward, left arm back. Flip your palms, straighten the front leg, reach high, and sink back into your warrior two. Try it again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Rising up and settling in. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up with that right arm. Now take side angle pose, Parshvakonasana, reaching the opposite arm overhead. Let's do that again. Reverse your warrior. Side angle reach. Reverse, keep that bend to the front knee. Elbow to thigh, reach and ground to the heel. And back into warrior two. Take your toes in and your heels out, hands to hip. Hinge forward, fold into wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita Padottanasana. Relax the head down. Adjust your stance if you need to, if it's not feeling comfortable for you. And maybe walk your hands in toward the middle of the mat if that feels okay and feels balanced. And enjoy this nice stretch through the back line of the body. It's also an inversion, which is so nourishing. Walk your hands forward. Take your toes out, bend your knees, hands to thighs, slightly rise, and come into goddess pose. Let's do a little flow here, bending and lowering down, and then extending and reaching up. We're going to work our thigh muscles a little bit here. Building strength through the lower part of the body. Let's hold into our goddess pose. And again, if you find the knees are knocking in, you want to adjust your stance. Take your elbows wide, hands behind your head, and then tip the right elbow to the right thigh, and then go over to the left side. Keep the core nice and strong, working into the obliques. One more here. Well done. Take your hands to thighs, draw forward, and then dip one elbow down, then the other, looking over opposite shoulder, taking this nice goddess twist. Feels so good. Release, and let's walk up to the back of the mat. Reach the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Rise, reach all the way up, and let's hinge forward, fold all the way down. Half lift, fold. Rise, reach. Exhale, bow down. Half lift, fold. Rise, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Step the right foot back. Back heel is lifted. High lunge, reach the arms up. Cactus the arms out to the side, and then lift straight up. Bend the knees, lower, dip down, and then lift. So keep the core nice and strong as you do this. Now move into warrior two. So you're grounding that back heel. Your front knee is always stacked over ankle, and your shoulders are relaxed. Reverse your warrior. Take elbow to thigh, side angle pose. And then flow your warriors. Reverse it, reach up. Exhale, side angle. Reverse, reach. Side angle, stretch. Reverse it. Elbow to thigh. Back into warrior two. Flip both palms up, reach up, straighten the front knee, sink back into your warrior. Again, inhale and sink down. Rise and reach. Exhale, lower, lift, and lower down. All right, toes out, heels in, back into our goddess squat. Knees tracking over toes. Arms out wide, shoulders drawn back. Try not to cave into the low back. And then when you're ready, let's reach the arms up in a big circle, palms together, and then flow it back down. Stay nice and low. Stay with your breath. Take your arms behind your head, elbows wide. Holding into the obliques, tip to the right. to the left, up, again, other side, and one more. Hands to thighs, hinge forward, dip one shoulder down, look over the other. Keep the spine nice and long as you enjoy this nice twist. Rise back up, toes in, heels out. Coming back into our wide-legged forward bend. Hands come down to the mat. Maybe hooking the fingers onto the big toes. Find what feels good. Softly release. Walk toward the front of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Now you can stay in your downward facing dog if you prefer, or you can take child's pose if you'd like to. Just release through the low back, take a nice rest. Reach the arms forward, relax the forehead down to the earth. Whatever feels best for you here. Take a few breaths. And when you're ready, rise back up, tuck your toes under, come back into downward facing dog. Look between the hands, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Sink down into Utkatasana, chair pose. Gentle bend to the knee, arms reaching up. Weight in through the heels, nice and light in through the toes. Nice tall spine. Start to lean forward, lift the heels just a little, reach back. And then back to the heels, reach up. Heels lift, reach back. Heels down, reach up. Little flow here, reaching back and up. Rise, lift the left leg up, cross ankle over thigh, sink down into standing pigeon pose. A nice stretch in through the hip, working on the balance. Use the wall if you need to. Inhale, left knee to chest, set that down. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, fold, breathe out. Reach all the way up. Sink down, chair pose, Utkatasana. Lots of power in through the legs. Let's flow it again. Same thing, heels lift, and then reaching back again. Move with your breath. Rise to stand, right knee up, ankle over thigh. Sit back down into your standing pigeon. You can keep the hands at the heart if that feels good for you. And begin to rise back up, right knee into chest, set that foot down, dive forward and fold. Half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. And hands to heart. We're going to take our feet out a little bit wider than hip width. So maybe off of your mat a little bit. Toes out, heels in. Start to bend through the knees as you lower the hips down toward the earth. Malasana squat or garland pose. Sink the hips nice and low. If you find the heels are lifting here, you'll want to widen your stance a little bit so you can get those heels down. And then press the triceps into the inner thighs with the palms together. Draw the shoulders back. Keep the spine long. Left fingertips can come down. You can reach up with the right arm, or you can stay in your pose if that feels better. Option to take a bind as well. You can always use a towel or something to help, or a strap. And let's release that. Reset into the center, and then right fingertips down, left arm reaches up. Keep the hips low. Option to take a bind if that feels okay for you. Let's release, open, and back to center. One more breath. And lower ourselves onto our bum. Come into boat pose, Navasana. Lowering down, using our core strength. And then back up again. Set the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round it forward. Lift. And let's come to the middle of our mat. We're going to extend the legs forward. You're going to make sure that pelvis is tilting forward. Bend the left knee and tuck the foot into the inner thigh. Reach the arms up and then fold over that right leg. But let's roll it back up again. Reach up, spine nice and long. Hinge forward and fold. And again, roll it up. Just easing in here. Reach up. Forward fold, relax the head down and settle in. You don't necessarily need to grab onto anything. You can allow the hands to just fall to the side of each leg. Just relax the shoulders, release the jaw. And if you need some pillows, you can grab those too, whatever you need to support yourself. Just feel a nice stretch through the back, through the right leg. Just paying close attention to the breath. And then rise up, take your time. Bring that left knee into chest, stamping the foot down onto the mat. And then right arm wraps around the knee, left arm reaches behind, look over the shoulder, spine nice and tall. Pull that thigh into the belly as you breathe. Softly release. Set that knee back down again. Left arm behind you. Lift the hips. Rise, reach up nice and high into a gate pose. Big open heart stretch. And release. Lower the hips back down to the mat. And we'll switch sides. Left leg extends. Right knee is bent. Foot tucks into thigh. Reach up nice and high. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Round, just let the arms drag as you lift. Exhale, fold here. Roll it up. And this time we'll hold as we fold. And just relax. With each exhale, start to release the tension even more. When you're ready, start to rise back up again. Take a moment. Bring that right knee into chest. Wrap the left arm around the knee, right arm behind you. Look over the shoulder. Stay tall, crown of the head lifting up toward the sky. And release, bring that knee back down. Again, keep that right arm down, lift the hips, rise into your gate pose, reach, stretch, lengthen out, and release. Lower the hips back down to the mat. Extend both legs straight out in front, tip that pelvis forward. Reach both arms up, exhale, fold, relax. And just align the spine for a few breaths. Slowly, slowly start to rise. No rush here. Plant your palms down behind you, fingers pointing in. Bend both knees, plant your feet. Let the hips lift up. Coming into a reverse table, feeling quite a stretch in through the shoulders. Maybe even shifting forward and back if it feels okay to do so. And then lower the hips back down. Navasana boat pose, one more time, lowering slowly, slowly down onto your mat. Bending both knees, planting the feet. Taking the arms out wide. Lifting the legs into reverse chair. And then using the obliques, allow the legs to fall to the left, then slowly over to the right, using that core strength and your arms for extra support and being mindful of the low back. So you don't want to feel any tweaking, any pain at all whatsoever in through the low back. So you know your body well enough to know how far to go. So take it slow, use your breath. And then land into a twist on one side. You can bring your hand to your thigh. Keep the opposite arm nice and open. Keep the chest open. And just relax. If you find this is a little bit too intense, you can tuck a block or some pillows in between the legs. Just get nice and soft with your breath work, soft through the jaw. And then you can release, bringing those legs back up. Actually, maybe set the feet down, lift the hips so that that spine is reset, and then come into your reverse chair. Arms wide, and then legs go to the opposite side. Bring hand to thigh. Use pillows or props to support you and your low back in any way required. And then start to settle in, following the exhales to let the body release. Slowly bringing those legs back up, setting the feet down, knees bent, arms alongside the body, palms face down. Lift the hips up into a bridge pose and just set them down. So just some little lifts here to reset the spine. Dip the knees from side to side in a windshield wiper motion. And bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe a little rock from side to side, a little massage for the low back. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. Wrap the arms around the feet and lift the shoulders up off the mat to this variation of butterfly pose. And lowering back down. Wrap your fingers around your big toes and then extend one leg out. Get a nice stretch, the inner thigh and hamstring and calf. And then bring that foot in and extend the other leg out. Bringing that back in. Knees to chest. And coming into your final Shavasana. Take up as much space as you like. Grab pillows and props. Let your feet fall open and your palms face up to the sky. And just allow your breath to flow naturally. You can start to deepen the breath. Or you can stay here a little while longer if you like. But if you're ready to wake up the body, just do so slowly, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rocking the head from side to side. Circling the wrists and the ankles. Taking a big stretch overhead, pointing through the toes. Pulling the knees into your chest for one final hug of the practice. And then roll over to one side. You can use your arm as a pillow. And just take a moment to take in this peacefulness. And taking this sense of quiet and stillness off of your mat and into your day. When you're ready, you can press yourself up to seated, where we'll close off practice together. Sitting comfortably, resting your hands anywhere. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and softly releasing. Thank you so much for practicing with me here today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.